Hey, Dr. A, the first question that I wanted to answer is how has my thinking changed during this course? My experience with instructional coaches from a teacher perspective has always been, when I need a resource, I go to them and ask them for it. But as we've progressed through this class, I've come to learn that being a coach is much more than that. When I become a coach, I want to be more than just someone that gathers resources. Aguilar warned about just being someone that hands and gives and gives. I want to be a coach that builds relationships and trust and be someone that they can count on to, provide them with resources when needed, but more importantly, to give them the strategies to use those resources to become better teachers. The second question I answered was what were the big takeaways from this course? One of the overarching themes I think from all of our readings was the importance of trust. Aguilar said the art of coaching, in the art of coaching, that without trust, no coaching can take place. I hadn't really thought of it before this class, but I think it's really true. As a teacher, I have to trust that my coaches want me to be the best I can be and wanting to help me grow. And so I think as a coach moving forward, that's going to be something I have to work on is build that trust before I try to help or coach anyone. The next question I want to answer was how's my own teaching changed over the duration of this course? During the lesson cycle, I learned a good bit from my partner's feedback, and one of the things I learned was that when I was asking my kids questions, I was kind of trying to hint towards the correct answer instead of just letting them answer. I didn't ever really realize that I did it, but when I watched the video and listened to what Lindsay was talking about, I realized that I did it, and since then I've caught myself multiple times doing it. So that's one thing that I've tried to change in my own teaching. My goal should be to teach them in a way that when I do ask the questions that they do answer the way that I want them to, but not because I use hints or leading questions. They'll be able to just answer it freely, but learn what I really intended for them to learn. And what was the assignment that made the biggest impact on my perspective as a coach was my final question. Definitely the lesson cycle. I've done pre and post conferences. I've been on adept teams, safety teams. Now it's called Rubric 4.0 in South Carolina. But it's been a while since I was the one sharing a lesson and getting feedback given to me. So I did learn a lot about my own teaching during that assignment. And I also was able to learn a lot about Lindsay's experience teaching overseas because she's teaching first grade in Asia. It was very eye-opening to see the kind of resources they had, the language barrier that existed, and I think all these things are going to ultimately help me develop and become a better coach when that time comes. I appreciate everything you did for us this class. I definitely learned a lot.